Okay, we're back for another High Tide Imbibe, and this time we're going to be looking at something from North Brewing Company out of Halifax. And they started off doing a bunch of, it's been a few years now. They started off really small. Their stuff was constantly in demand, and they had lineups outside of their little hole in the wall that they had at one point. I think they got like 2 locations, or they moved or something at this point. But Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, I said Halifax, pretty much the same thing. And they started out doing like sort of Belgian styles, and now they're doing like a lot of Belgian adjacent styles, and they've moved on to some just standard sort of new modern styles. This, like I said, this is their Alloy Champagne IPA. 6% alcohol by volume, water, Pilsner malt, hops, and yeast. And yeah, North Brewing Company. And where is it? Dry, bright, effervescent. All right. So I guess this also can be considered a Brut IPA, I guess. I think that's what it's called in some circles. Not up on what all you youngins call your fancy new IPAs these days. So yeah, it's pretty much just looks like orange juice. It's just another one of those super fucking hazy things that are popular these days. Looks pretty though. Nice little bit of a head on there. So go right to the aroma, and you can look at the can. All right, so it's got a slight sort of peachy kind of smell to it when the sort of tropical side of this comes out, kind of sort of peach citrus thing going on. Definitely get a lot of the more sort of clean kind of Pilsner malt character here. It's definitely not like a caramel malt base or anything like that. So definitely smells a little different than your standard IPAs. Yeah, it's got a peach apricot sort of thing going on. So go right to the taste. Cheers. Very muted kind of peach apricot taste up front. Kind of a slight kind of biscuity kind of malt character in the background. And then as soon as it hits the finish, super dry. There's a hint of tartness to it, a bit of a sour, almost a grapefruit thing there, but not quite citrusy enough where you think, oh, grapefruit. It's just very, very dry. Yeah, super dry to the point where it's unbalanced. Kind of just takes over the entire finish. And anything that sort of came before is just decimated in its wake, pretty much. But I guess that's kind of what the style is supposed to be, from what I understand. IPA, sure. Style-wise, I guess. Champagne IPA. Seems like it's a good representation of that. I haven't had enough of these under my belt where I can definitively say if this 100% fits the style. So I'm going to sort of go like a half and half grade here, kind of split the difference thing when it comes to just regular IPA and Champagne IPA. Because this is basically just a regular IPA that's done in the sort of Champagne IPA style, I guess. So I mean, if you didn't do the little extras here to dry it up, it would just be a IPA. So looking at both sides, you got the bitterness there. You've got some nice drinkability. You do have some tropical flavors up front, a little bit of the hops being employed flavor-wise. And then you take into account the champagne aspect of this. Then it gets super dry. And so style-wise, yeah, for now, let's just say solid 7. Let's leave it at that. Solid 7. Overall preference, that's where we're gonna that's where we're gonna fall a little bit, I think, guys. This is not something I could have several cans of. I don't enjoy it a great deal. It's drinkable, it's fine, but I'm not over the fucking wall about it, you know. So I'm gonna sit it at about a 6 out of 10 for just personal preference, my overall thoughts on it. Just not the style I'm into, apparently, at this point. I'll have some more of these Brut fucking IPAs, champagne IPAs, I'm sure, in the future. And I'll have a better idea as to if I really like the style or not. But as it stands right now, no. So, yeah, there you go. 7 for style, 6.5. No, 6 overall. That's where I'm going to sit at it. Yeah. Did I say 6.5 before? I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. That's why you come here, ladies and gentlemen, for the professionalism. That's another High Tide Imbibe. See you guys later. Bye-bye.